Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and SHALAWAM to Lek up there, doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Salakia. I want to get into a quick lesson. I want to entitle it, They Put a Chip in Me, all right? And I'm titling that based off of what you see before you on the screen. Damn, Salakia. Is this show called Passage. As you can see, on the screen, it comes on Fox, but I particularly watch it on Hulu, which is another platform just like Netflix, if brothers haven't heard of it. And this TV show, called The Passage, season 1, episode 4. This is the first season of it. I mean, it's not really all that show, but the main point is, that you can't deny, the chip, and that the mark of the beast is on its way. The image of the beast is here. Everything that they showing us constantly within the media and right before our eyes, we're working towards the mark of the beast, the RFID chip technology, which is recorded in the scriptures. And of course, this is Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to play this quick, just a quick few seconds of this clip. Hopefully, when I actually load this up, they don't take it down or give me a strike or anything, but I'm going to take the chance. And, hopefully they actually let it play, But, yeah, I'm going to just let this rock out and then get into the lesson because it gets straight to the point. So hopefully it plays accurately. Let me bring it back just a few seconds if I can.
Because your legs are longer.
Good work. What's this?
They put a chip in me. They say it's there to see what my body's doing, but I think it's there to see if you stick me out of here.
So, well, we see a couple of things in here, right? From the rip, she says, they put a chip in me. They say it so they could look at some things, but she said she really thinks it's so they can see if, that Zach tries to take her up out of there, So what would that obviously mean? That it has a tracker on it. And that's something that we say are one of the many things that the RFID chip has about it, And if, for people out there that may stumble across this video, if you do, this is the chip that we're talking about, this mark of the beast, the RFID chip technology, which is recorded in the scriptures, and it's going to be the future of this society in which Esau, aka the so-called white man, is pushing this society towards a cashless society to invest in this chip technology, to have everyone as herdsmen, that has everyone as cattle, and to utterly have control of the world through this chip technology. And we know they're supposed to have, like all your information, if you go to the doctor, all your records will be on here, your money will be on here, everything, man. Look at the way the technology and everything is going. You can see, how everything is, because you can put your card information into certain platforms and they can store it, and they can have all your information, and it's a simpler way of Esau being able to have control over the people without all these records and files and papers and books and all of this stuff, So let me just bring out the scripture real quick. This Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls of all, matter of fact, let me start at verse 15. This paints more, gets more of the meat off of it. Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, the image of the beast is everything within the society, their philosophies, everything that they're working towards, to get to the RFID chip technology. Everything that they constantly putting in your face with all of this new technology, the 4G phones that are turning into 5G, all of this hologram stuff. I forgot what it's going to be called. I'm sure other brothers know. Was it blue something. I can't like all the hologram technology, all these different things in which they're putting out there. All of this is their image, and this is the image that people are actually worshiping because they're worshiping America and everything America can do. And they think that America cannot be stopped through their image, through their technology, through everything that they put in front of the people's eyes, to make them believe within the society. But we know, according to the scriptures, Jeremiah was 17:5, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. So we're not supposed to trust in the society, but the common people, all they can see is what's right before them. They can't truly look into the future and look into things spiritually, right? So verse 16, it says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And as I said, this is the image. And this is the chip that this girl was talking about, this Jake girl was talking about, that they put in her neck. Now, in the scriptures it says in the right hand and the forehead, but that's just an indicator. It could be anywhere on you. You take that chip, you're a dead man. It's simple as that, And how is Esau going to be able to, Esau, aka the so-called white man, going to be able to induce this into the masses of the people out there, into the society as we know? Through their treachery, man. Through constantly putting it out there through what? The image, the rappers, the commercials, the TV shows, just like this. This is the perfect example. All to will you in to get prepared for what's to come. But people don't see that. These things are sinking into people's subconscious mind, man. Right? So real quick, let me go into this. So Jeremiah 15:11. The Lord said, verily it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and the time of affliction. So when it comes down to it, Esau's going to come with a package deal to make it all seem well and dandy when they bring this technology upon you, man. They're going to make it seem like it comes with benefits. Or, oh, look at how easier it makes you for when you go to the doctor. You don't have to have your records. You don't have to have your insurance card with you. Stuff like this. They're going to make it a thing of convenience for the wave of the future, man. Everything is all about convenience. People want to be able, but in old days, we used to have to ride horses. Now we have cars. You know what I'm saying? Now you have airplanes. You have trains. It's all about making things more of a convenience. Okay, and to have control. This is what they're all about, man. Is that control, that power, and that deception. And they're going to do that to the masses of the people because this is their whole agenda, right? It's Psalm 64 and 6. They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep, so that mind, it's all about that mind and how deep and dark that mind is to search out everything, that they want to do and that they believe that they can actually get done on the masses of the people because they know people don't know a damn thing, man. But that's why we're here to reveal the truth about what's going on in America as we speak. And matter of fact, earlier today I was watching the video, what Elder Apostle Hart talking about. I believe he said, what was it? Europe or something like that is going cashless. You know what I'm saying? So what? All these different countries around the globe, they're preparing themselves with the image and slowly going into this cashless state, which is ultimately going to lead to the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, man. But Esau is going to be able to do this, because he accomplishes a diligent search, man. He's into the ways of how people think, to know how to reel in this technology to make people fall for the bait that's on the hook, man. And just to give an example of that, I wanted to pull out this brief article because it's all about mind games, man. But the Lord got the chosen, but the rest of the people are going to fall for these mind games that Esau is playing, right? I didn't go through this whole thing, but I just went through like a few parts of it. So it says, this from an article from Forbes. It says 5 principles to follow if you want to influence others. And these is all different things that Esau, look, all these different studies and things that they have, this is all a part of them accomplishing that diligent search, to know how to deal with things, to know how to manipulate situations, know how to manipulate people, to know how to make money, to know how to get their way. And they've done it. Why? Because we can see the evidence that they're on top of the world right now, right? So, where do I want to stay? Yeah, I'll start from the top. It says, have you ever stopped to think how much of your day is spent influencing others? According to Daniel Pink in his book, To Sell is Human. It's 40%. If you're in sales, it's even higher. Influence with and without authority has become a hot topic as our workplaces become more cross-functional and collaborative. No matter your role, influence is key to solving problems and making things happen. In the business world, this means persuading people to help you affect change, implement key decisions, and create buy-in around your ideas. In fact, influence is happening all the time at work whenever you make a connection, nurturing a relationship, or build your credibility. The key is to get others to do what you ask because they actually want to, not just because you said so. So these are the type of things that Esau studies, man. In a wicked manner to get their wicked ass way, man. It's no other way to be said, right? There is a skill the most influential business leaders have mastered. Here are 5 principles to help you move others. Influence is a persuasive process. It doesn't happen all at once. Influence is much more than giving a persuasive presentation, right? Because Esau could do the presentation, but will the people fall for it? Something actually being put into them like that? No. That's why it had to be reeled in. Now, some people from the get-go will fall for it, but the mass of the people, no. So you got to reel it in slow, reel it in slow. You reel that bait in slow. You got a big fish on a hook. You don't want to pull it too fast because the fish might snap off of that hook. So you got to reel him in nice and slow so he stays attached to that hook. You know, Esau's a good devil, man, I tell you. The process includes building relationships, understanding the perspectives of others, and having clarity about what you want and what they want. And ultimately, it's about what they want and how they're going to try to get the masses of the people to want the same things that they want, you know? To integrate this process into your daily routine. So what? They're helping you to get used to a daily routine of things. Think of every interaction you have as a touch point for current and future influence. I want to skip some of this. Matter of fact, no, let me just yeah, I'll just keep going through it. For example, take time to really get to know the people around you. That's what they do. So a part of accomplishing that diligent search, right? Pay attention to what they care about. Build a strong reputation by being consistent, genuine, and empathetic. Now, the form that Esau puts up is that he's consistent, that he's genuine, that he's empathetic. You know, when 9/11 they have the memorial. You know what I'm saying? All these different every single year they try to have a moment of silence and all this stuff. Oh, remember 9/11, remember this, but they forget all about our people. So, you know, they try to be consistent in their ways and making the people think that they're actually genuine, that they're actually in their best interest when they're not, right? Before you suggest a change to an area of the business, consider the different points of views of those who will be affected. Marketing's perspective may differ from finances, for example, because they have different priorities. And never try to influence anyone without clarity. Get clear on what you want and why you want it, and be able to clearly articulate your reasoning. Just as important, get clear about what others want and how they feel. Ultimately, influence is the result of this ongoing persuasiveness. Influence is a product of trust. We know that them getting the people to, and they do that through what? Problem, reaction, solution. You know, them setting something up, you know, causing a problem. The people react to it, right? And then them bringing a solution. So that creates a product of trust in the eyes of the so-called American people, right? So yeah, because I don't want to read all of this. It says, when people feel heard, they're more open to being influenced. That's why they take polls and they try to get people's mindsets to see where they're actually sit at, you know, to know what to do next and to know how to move next, right? Yeah, I'll read a little bit of this right here. It says, yeah, I'll jump to this point. It says, yet many of us struggle to ask probing questions. So this is what they do. Ask thoughtful and probing questions such as illustration questions. Can you share or describe what this project would look like if everything went perfectly? Clarification questions. You just said that the quality was very important to you. What exactly does quality mean to you? Consequence questions. If this persists, what other issues might it cause? Then listen to their responses. Take their ideas and feelings into account when structuring your ask. So all this is basically about is asking in-depth and in detail questions about every little thing, every little, whatever nook and cranny you're trying to cover, every little ground, so that you know how to feed the masses of the people to get to this point, to get to accepting this. This is what this is all about, right? Just read a little bit more on this because I don't want to make this lesson too long. This is the main point here I wanted to read. Influence requires persuasively communicating. This is the main thing that Esau does. They communicate very persuasively in a way that the people can't even see it, because why? They're leaking things into people's subconscious mind on a daily basis. As I said, with these TV shows like The Passage, you know what I'm saying, different things, man, just constant different things, all of the technology, everything, willingness into the ways of the people's mind. There are a variety of frameworks that help you get your message across to internal and external stakeholders in a clear, credible, and compelling way. Here's one communication framework. Describe the current state, what is going on now, establish a needed problem. It's starting to sound like problem, reaction, solution, or otherwise known as the Hegelian dialectic, if brothers are familiar with that term. I did a lesson on that a little while back. All right, establish a need, a problem. What is the problem with the current state? What is there a need to change, right? So this goes into terrorism, homeland security problems, different things they're going to have to put to the mass of the people. Like, yeah, we have a security threat, or look at this attack just happened. We got to change this. This is going to be for the betterment of the people, so that we don't have these problems anymore. So they're setting it all up, man. Describe the desired state. What does good look like? Why is it important to make the change or do what they are suggesting? Satisfy or solve? What needs to be done? What steps need to be taken to solve the problem or make things happen? Lead with the mutual perspective or their perspective. Visualize. Picture the benefits when the problem is solved. Why is this better? Right? So why is the RFID chip going to be better? Because you can go to the doctor. All your information is there. You no longer have to carry a wallet. All of your money is on this chip, right? Whatever you need, it's all right here. And it's going to be inside of you, whether it be your right hand, your left hand, your chest, your head, your forehead, whether you're an amputee, whatever the case may be. This is going to be the new convenience for the masses of the people. And they're going to fall for it because Esau is simply leaking it into people's subconscious mind on a daily basis, right? Then the call to action, get commitment and or agreement. And people are going to do it because you got people out there that's already doing it on a big scale, man, right? So, hey, so I just wanted to bring this out, man, you know what I'm saying? Just to show this, a clip, about, this girl saying that they put a chip in her and showing the ways of Esau and ultimately the mind games and how deep, he does his diligent search of mind games to know how to come at the masses of the people, with this technology to get his way, and to deceive many, man, deceive millions and billions of people out here, man, so with that, I hope this segment was edifying, and I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Kakudash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and SHALAWAM to the elect out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. SHALAWAM.